Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Joel. It is Tuesday afternoon, and I am coming in to check in. I haven't checked in since the other day. I just wanted to come in and give an update on the things that are going on right now, as well as to touch on a few things. First, I would like to say thank you for all your continued prayers, your support, your uplifting words of encouragement. Thank you for everything that you all do, whether it be on Facebook, on Instagram, on my blog, here on YouTube, and all the messages that I've gotten in my inbox. I've gotten messages from all over the world. I did say world. I got a message from the Virgin Islands, where someone was saying that my story inspires them and helps them to fight, and they know that they're not alone. So that is truly empowering. So I thank God for you. I thank God for you all and being able to share my life with you guys in hopes to really truly help you. And I'm glad that something I've said or something that I have done that I've told you about is inspiring you and giving you hope. So that's the first thing that I want to say. Thank you so much. And I love you all so, so much. The next thing, I'm not going to stay long because I do get winded still a lot, first and foremost. And the last video was pretty lengthy and it took a toll on me afterwards, but I wanted to get the information out there. A lot of people are saying don't explain. However, that's what this platform is for. This platform is for people who are truly going through a whole lot or just want to know what lupus looks like on a daily basis, what an invisible disease looks like for someone who is younger and trying to live their best life, as you know, and not having the best health. So I do what I do not to explain myself necessarily or like explain why I do things or whatever. It is what it is. I'm gonna do what I do. But I am here to be transparent and to truly inspire you. And I'm just glad that I've been able to do that. So with that, there are some things that you learn along the way. And I feel like that if I can help somebody not go through something that I've gone through because I had a lesson to learn, then I'm going to share it with you all, because at the end of the day, that's all we are supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be bringing people closer to Christ, and we're supposed to be, truly helping others. And so that is my purpose. That is my desire. I always say if I can touch one life, my living is not in vain. And so that is what I am trying to do with this platform. That's why I'm just so grateful for everybody who hits me up and then being nominated for 5 We Go Health Awards. It's amazing. So, I know that some might not understand what I do, but it's paying off because there are people that are really being touched and inspired, and you guys recognize me. 5 nominations for the We Go Health Awards. It's just simply amazing. If you have not endorsed me by voting, go to the link. I'll throw it down in the description. Hit the link. You can endorse. You can hit the endorse button for all 5 categories if you would like. But just support me by endorsing me for whatever award that you feel like I should have. The voting ends, or the endorsing, same thing, ends July the 28th, and then there will be the final round, and I'm not really sure what that will entail as far as endorsements or whatever. I'll keep you posted, if I get to the finals. However, I just feel so blessed and humbled again to have even been nominated. It's just amazing. By way of keeping you all updated, I am still at home on bed rest. I went to the doctor today, and basically what they're saying is they have to find the active GI bleed, and there is a bleed still somewhere that is keeping my blood clot, my blood count, not clot, my blood count low. And because the blood count is low and I still have some internal bleeding somewhere, it's going to have me short of breath because there's it's not that much oxygen in your blood. Your white blood cells have a certain amount of oxygen, and when that is depleted, you can't breathe and you get winded, and your heart works super hard, and it beats fast because it's working so hard, and it can cause big issues. So I'm on bed rest. I am resting. I'm not on social media that much as far as posting and responding. I am truly trying to rest my body because I need my body to continue to fight hard while we're trying to figure this out. I do have some upcoming follow-up appointments that I have to continue to have. I have to go back to the GI doctor, and they will schedule the next procedure. I have to have a procedure in order to try to figure out where the bleed is. Hopefully they can find it. They're trying a new probiotic medication to coat the lining of my stomach and my intestines as we try to figure this out, and hoping that the inflammation gets better with the probiotic, and that would be one less thing that is in my GI tract. The doctors are very concerned about the bleed, of course, because not knowing the origin I could start bleeding out more. So it's imperative that I call them if I notice bleeding or an increased amount of bleeding, or if I feel worse than I'm feeling now, if I become more short of breath, chest heaviness, or whatnot. I am not to cook. I am not to clean. I am not to do anything but sit until we can figure this out, because I need all the oxygen I can get in right now with having a bleed somewhere, and losing blood, losing the red blood cells, losing the blood, and not having the oxygen in there is detrimental. So I hope that makes sense. I feel like I'm all over the place with that. If it didn't make sense, comment down below. I know one of my followers will. Comment down below if that didn't make sense, and I'll try to make it make sense. One thing about this that I have learned, and I spoke about it the other day, about like cognitively what not having enough oxygen in your blood does to you, and when you are extremely fatigued and tired, like you think you got it, you think that you understand things, you think that you are very clear in your speech and your thought process and all of that, and really you're not. You're kind of spacey, and not just spacey, but like I said before, like things that I would typically get and understand. I'm a very smart cookie, so things that I would get and understand, I'm like, huh, what, run that back, because I can't think straight at all. I feel like my mind is just all over the place all day. I am very forgetful, and more than usual, more than usual forgetful, in a sense of like I was getting out of the car, and women they have their pocketbook and their phone attached to them. I was getting out of the car, left the whole pocketbook and the phone, didn't even think nothing of it. Got in the house and was kind of like, where's my pocketbook? Where's my phone? This is not the first time that it's happened recently. Where's my pocketbook and where's my phone? And if you have ever been around me, I don't leave without those two things. And so it just, I have to literally write down lately if I've taken medicine, because hours later I'm like, well, wait a second. Did I really take that this morning? Did I brush my teeth? Yeah, I brushed my teeth. Okay, yeah, I did that. I mean, it is really cognitively, I'm laughing, but it's really cognitively hard. And then and it's probably hard for people to understand, but all I can say is Google it. Google what happens when there is not that much oxygen in your body, in your blood, what the loss of oxygen can do to your brain and all of that. Just Google it if you don't know. It can be pretty bad. So I am thankful that I have a sense of humor about it, and I'm thankful above all that it is going to be fixed. Like, it can be fixed, and it's going to be fixed, and I'll be back to a great cognitive place very, very soon. I'm claiming it. I'm receiving it. I feel like I'm missing some more from the doctor's appointment, but basically, I just feel like that the process of dealing with lupus is a never-ending battle of unknowns. Like, I didn't even know I had a bleed to begin with, but to have the bleed, to have a low blood count, and they don't know why. They haven't figured it all out just yet, but they know that it's there. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And he was like, you do understand that you are clear about it, that we have to figure this out because it is there, and so it has to be done. And there's some more things that they have to do long term. He did tell me to watch my oxygen as far as how I'm feeling. I told you that I have to call right away and he will put me in the hospital. He did warn that a lot of times if people get worse in this case, they do put you in the ICU. And I just laughed and said, I'm just praying and claiming that I don't get any worse than what I am now. I don't want to go back to the hospital or anything like that. I'd rather do the procedure outpatient when it's time to have it done outpatient, and just going on about my life. And a piece of that is because when you are dealing with, and this is very, very important, so if you're not listening, listen closely. Somebody who is dealing with an autoimmune disease, when your immune system is compromised, you are at risk for catching things faster than anybody else. Somebody around you has a cold, more than likely, if they're not washing their hands, if they're coughing and sneezing around, you're going to get it. Any kind of thing that is contagious, you can get it. And so a hospital is for sick people. So there's so many people with different things in a hospital that you can catch. So someone with an immunocompromised body like mine is, you don't want to stay in a hospital setting unless they absolutely have to. Because I know a lot of people were like, why aren't you in the hospital? You need to be in the hospital. Because it could kill me. They only do that. They only keep you there. And if they absolutely have to. At home, I can monitor who's in and out of my house. I can monitor where I go and what I do. And like I said, I'm on bed rest. I'm not even supposed to cook. So therefore, I have to sit down. I have to lay down. So I can monitor that. So that's why I'm not in the hospital. I hope that helps. Because I know that was a lot of questions that I was getting. Like, you're still not well. Why'd they let you go home? Because I was only going to get worse. So I'm just praying that as far as the bleeding is concerned, that it doesn't get any worse. Where I see it worse or it internally gets worse. Either way, I'm just praying that it doesn't get worse, because I'll notice it just like I noticed before with the breathing and the chest heaviness and pain. I'll notice it and I'll be hospitalized. So I ask you guys to touch and agree with me that does not happen. And I'll keep you guys posted. I am tired. This video has been long enough. I love you guys. I love you with the love of Jesus. Make sure you go and endorse me. I just pray that everything is well in your life. Everything is well in your family's lives. I pray that your tomorrows are better than your yesterdays. Talk to you later. Bye.